Thank you, Mr. Williams. Your Honor, if this case were to proceed to trial, the facts would show that on August 6, 2025, officers of the Atlanta Police Department responded to 210 Peachtree Street Northwest. That's the location of the Westin Hotel. When the officers got there, they spoke with the victim in this case, Mr. Cody Hamill. Last name is spelled Hamel. He stated to the officers that he was occupying room 5710. And he advised that he went out later in the day. When he came back, his laptop, $5,000 in cash, his Glock, and his backpack were stolen from the hotel room. He told the officers that he is a U.S. DEA agent and that all of the items that were stolen were government issued and belonged to the government, including the $5,000 in cash. Mr. Hamill was able to present his DEA badge to the officers, and they noted that in their police report that the items were government issued. At this time, the victim in this case, Mr. Hamill, told the officers that he did leave his room around 1 a.m. and then came back around 3, and those items were stolen. He said he had accidentally dropped his key card, and he believed a person picked it up and was able to get into his hotel that way. The officers then had a chance to speak with the security officer of the Westin Hotel, who stated that the access to the rooms could only be accessed through those key fobs or those key cards that they have. So they went back through the security footage, and the officers and the security guard went through the surveillance cameras where they saw the defendant in this case enter that Westin Hotel room, and he was seen with the Nike backpack. At this time, the defendant was still he wasn't at the Westin Hotel, so the officers started to canvass the area. They did come upon the defendant where they found that Nike book bag, and they were able to recover most of the items that were stolen. So again, the items that were stolen was a cell phone that the government uses, a Glock 19, a laptop, and $5,000. The officers were able to recover everything except for $3,900 of that $5,000 that was stolen. The victim in this case, I had a chance to speak with him, and he told me that that $5,000 was going to be used for a buy, so that did not belong to him personally. However, I got a chance to speak with the legal department of his agency, and they said that they would be requesting restitution if possible. So at this time, the defendant was placed under arrest for the charges we have in front of us. The defendant told the officers that someone paid him to go to the room to take the bag. They gave him the key card, and he said he did not intentionally go into someone's room knowing that it belonged to another person. However, he was arrested for the charges we have in front of us. And all of this occurred in Fulton County also. Regarding the negotiated plea between the state and defense, we've agreed to sentence the defendant to 5 years to serve 10 months with the balance probated. It's my understanding that the defendant has been accepted into the Salvation Army program. So special conditions of probation is for the defendant to complete an anti-theft course and also successfully complete the Salvation Army program. Also, the state is going to be asking for restitution in this case. As I stated, I did get a chance to speak with the legal department, and if able, they would like to recover that $3,900 that was not recovered from the defendant.
Okay.
And that is all from the state, Your Honor.
Got it. Thank you. Criminal history information on Mr. Williams.
Reversal of probation, self-id, burglary and set 24 SC 004. He has 2018 misdemeanor theft by deception. That's
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Williams, can I get your middle name and stated in early?
There's two of them, Corey and Antoine.
Could you spell it?
Cory, Antoine, Antuan. An.
Thank you.
All right. I was just looking up the other case. Ms. Rios?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Williams is 37 years old. He's lived in Georgia most of his life. He did do 6 years in the Army. His mother also was in the Army, and he does not have any biological children. He was working for a mechanic shop in Lakewood, and he has 2 degrees in automotive technology and a 1 mechanical engineering degree. He has suffered from drug addiction for the last 10 years, with alcohol and cocaine being the source of his addiction. We got him into the Salvation Army to hopefully the program will address his addiction issues. I've spoken to his mom. It seems like he's a good person and just suffering from these things, and hopefully the program can help with that. He does not have an extensive history. So I'm hoping that you'll accept the plea as negotiated. And as far as the revocation, we're asking for him to be revoked the 10 months. So both the new case and the probation revocation are the same, so he can go to the Salvation Army. I've already reached out to my social worker, Ms. Ross, to get a transport order so he can have enough time. I know he is on some medication, so he would need to be transported with that. I know the state and probation are going to be asking for his first offender to be revoked. I'm asking that he keep his first offender status. And he understands that this new case will be making him a felon, though.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing. Ms. Ross just texted me to make sure probation is aware that he cannot have his phone for 30 days. But I think you guys know that with Salvation Army, like she said he cannot not report, but he won't have access to his phone for 30 days. So he can't leave for, okay, I think that's what it is. He can't leave for a certain amount of time. And maxing for his fees to be waived at least for 6 months.
Okay. Did you and Mr. Williams explore drug court or BHTC?
I usually always do. I can't remember if he was not accepted or is that we went up with the Salvation Army route because we thought that was, or Ms. Ross maybe thought that was a better fit. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
All right. And will the Salvation Army program provide housing initially? In other words, it starts out as a residential program.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And do we have a sense of the duration?
I believe it's 6 months to a year.
Okay. Mr. Williams, I think Ms. Rios mentioned it, but your addiction is strongest alcohol and
Okay.
cocaine. Okay. And that's been a few years? All right. When did you serve in the Army?
Joined at 17 and completed 6 years.
Okay. Honorable, dishonorable discharge?
General under honorable conditions.
Pardon me?
General under honorable conditions,
Okay. Were you deployed overseas ever?
twice. My last duty station was South Korea.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your service. And is she still in the Army?
She retired a little over 30 years, full-bird colonel, 35 Fox military intelligence officer.
Okay. When you're done with when you complete the Salvation Army program, do you have friends or family you can stay with, or will you need to find your own place?
Actually, I was accepted to PAD as well. So,
Okay. They'll help you with housing.
yes.
All right. You've got a lot of support out there. I hope you use it wisely. Do you have any questions about anything we discussed?
No, sir.
Okay. Ms. Smith, Ms. Rios was saying that you've got a different view as to what to do with the revocation. Tell me your thoughts about the revocation.
Yes, Judge, they was gonna be asking for the defendant's first offender to be revoked.
Okay. I am looking at the final disposition now. So it was a second-degree burglary. He broke into a restaurant or pub and took some liquor. Well, it was 5 to serve 2 years, but those 2 years were reduced to time served. And then it was 3 years probation. And so if he were resentenced, what would the sentence would be? Basically 5 years to serve 10 months?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And Ms. Simpson, DCS has the same view that it should be a resentencing? And for both of you, Smith and Simpson, this is because of the why we're here, that we've got another theft-related offense on the heels of a plea involving a theft-related offense. Okay, all right. And then last question for you, Ms. Smith. I followed the facts. It's not that, is it that they recognized from the security footage, we know that that's Mr. Williams, or it was there's someone leaving with a Nike backpack? That's the DEA agent's backpack. So we know someone went in the room, and then when they were canvassing the area around the West End, they found Mr. Williams with that backpack.
That's correct.
Okay, it wasn't, we know that to be Mr. Williams, it's, we know that to be the backpack.
Right.
And everything was still in the backpack minus $3,900. Got it. Okay. Mr. Williams, anything you want to add about anything we've discussed? You don't have to add anything at all, but you have a right to say, hey, I want to tell you this, or whatever. No? Okay. Anything else, Ms. Rios, from you?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Well, Mr. Williams, I'm glad that this resolution will connect you to resources. Your last sentence, all it did was tell you to stay away from the social house. That's the place you had burgled. This one is connecting you with the Salvation Army and PAD. I hope that you take advantage of those programs to get the support and care that will assist you with the addiction. If that doesn't work out because you're on probation, it may be that we push harder to get you into one of our accountability courts for maybe a more comprehensive and longer term program to help work with your addiction or treat your addiction. So we'll see what happens. I do find there's a factual basis for your plea. Any idea what happened to the $3,900?
Yes. Most of it was taken with the other person, the one that paid me to go get the room, take the room key and go get the bag.
Got it.
That is why I was only caught with $1,100, because that is what I was paid.
Okay, so this other person who hired you to do this took the $3,900, but not the gun.
No, he left me with the backpack.
You just said, give me $3,900, and that was it.
Actually, I never even knew about the entirety of it until they told me how much it was.
The person left you $1,100.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay. Well, I find there's a factual basis. I also find that your plea is knowing, meaning you've understood what we talked about. You've told me you don't have any questions. And it's voluntary, meaning no one's forcing you to enter this plea, but you're ready to move forward with this. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I was wrong.
Okay, I appreciate your candor. Ms. Rios, do you authorize someone in my office to sign the indictment on your behalf and Mr. Williams's behalf?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Smith, can someone in my office sign for you? Great. Mr. Williams, I will sentence you on count 1 of your indictment to 5 years to serve 10 months with the balance on probation. Count 2 is 10 months to serve. It's a misdemeanor. Counts 3 and 4 are 5 years to serve 10 months. And 5 and 6 are 10 months to serve. They'll all run concurrently with each other for a total sentence of 5 years to serve 10 months. You will get credit for the time you've served. Special condition of probation number 1 is that you enter into and complete at least 6 months of the Salvation Army program. Number 2, you're going to stay away from the Westin Peachtree Hotel. Can't go in there while you're on probation. Number 3, you are going to pay as you are able, $3,900 in restitution. That doesn't mean that if you work, all your income goes there. It is going to be entirely based on your ability to pay. So if you are earning some money, a little bit of that money will go to probation and they'll get it to the DEA. I will waive your probation supervision fees for the first 6 months because you'll be in the program. And we may need to extend that if you're still in the program. If you're not earning, but you're focused on recovery, then we'll keep waiving the fees. But I'll waive it for the first 6 months and we can revisit that if we need to. I can't require you to do PAD. They don't let that be, Pat doesn't let that be a condition of probation, but I'm encouraging you to stay plugged in with Pat. But that's on you. In 24 SC 004449, I'm going to revoke your first offender status and resentence you. I will resentence you on count 1 to 5 years to serve 10 months with the balance on probation. Count 2 will be the very same sentence. They'll run concurrently with each other and concurrently with the sentence in what I'm calling the Westin Hotel case. So it's not new time. It's just your probation will be running at the same time and go a little longer than it would have gone if you hadn't picked up the Westin case after you were working through the social house case. And in terms of special conditions for the social house case, the case ending in 449, it will be that you enter into and successfully complete at least 6 months with the Salvation Army program. And your supervision fees are waived there for 6 months as well. And you'll still need to stay away from the social house. Ms. Smith, anything else on behalf of the state? Ms. Rios, on behalf of Mr. Williams?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. Do you need anything else, Ms. Simpson, to do? I guess you don't. You have to do some paperwork about probation, but it's really going to be Ms. Nelson doing the resentencing of the 449 case. Okay. All right. Mr. Williams, good luck. I hope this program is something you embrace. And importantly, I hope it's something that works for you. Treatment is a way forward. You clearly are endowed with intelligence, educational background, professional background with the military, et cetera. And if we can get you in a stable space, and that may involve some medication as well, then I hope you're able to plug back in a way that's productive for you and avoids you getting stuck in situations like this. We'll see what happens. All right. Ms. Rios, you'll be getting an order. The sentences are going to say Mr. Williams is to be released pursuant to a separate order because he's done his 10 months.
Yes, Your Honor.
You are not getting out today. You're also not going to be stuck much longer, but I need to get a transport order from Ms. Rios, and that's going to require either Salvation Army to come get you or for the sheriff's team to transport you to Salvation Army. And once I get that, that'll be what releases you. This is just the next few days. It's just, I don't want you thinking, great, time served, I'm out today. We want to make sure that there is as seamless a handoff as possible from where you are now and Salvation Army so you don't get detoured into a space you don't need to be in. Okay, thank you.